Hello and welcome.
I just turned that on.
It was off. It was literally off. So you just turned it off, basically. So you turned my mic off.
No, it was off unless I pressed it and it didn't go on.
I just pressed it once and now it's on, James. Therefore, you pressed it and you turned it off.
But it was off already.
I think the logic here for me wins once again. So
no, but I mean maybe I didn't press it properly. But it was not. There was no light on there. I didn't turn it off. I promise.
Well, I just pressed it and now it's on. So I don't know what you want. Anyway, it's time for the last two maps before me and James head off for a while out of the studio. We'll be in Atlanta for a while.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, Immortals, TSM, last two maps of the night. We're going to start things off on Train. And I feel like Immortals, you know, they had a tough time here and there with Luminosity, at least on the first map, which was definitely Luminosity's pick. You could absolutely see it. They're very well versed on Nuke. They could win in the strategical sense of that map. And that's where they found success. I don't know if this will be the same case with TSM. I think Immortals will probably outclass them quite seriously.
I don't know what to expect from TSM anymore. They showed promise. I don't know if they still do. So, again, I just don't know what to expect from them. It's going to be a complete surprise as to the level that they are on, if that makes any sense. So let's see. We're going to start on the T side with TSM. SEMPHIS has... Oh, literally, really? Oh, okay. Wait, where's SEMPHIS? Okay, he's there. Okay, so SEMPHIS has dropped to Deagle, presumably to Twistzz. So Twistzz is Deagle armor, and the rest of the side, I was just trying to figure out where SEMPHIS's money had gone. But it's gone to Twistzz. He's going over towards Ivy at the moment. But he's on his own, which is also interesting because, I mean, if he just is on the wrong end of a USP one-shot to the head, then that's the Deagle completely lost, because look how far away it is from the rest of the side. So we go FNS is going to get taken out first. Henny with a lovely angle. He changed his name to Hen today.
Or just now, actually.
Hen and Lucas. Anyway, SEMPHIS and Twistzz, last two men standing. So that Deagle might get picked off. And this play has not worked out at all for the TSM side. And it's a curious curious pistol round for me. Like, let's put a Deagle on Ivy on his own. And then the rest of us will go towards main or whatever, wherever. I don't know.
Didn't work out for them. Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting one. I liked Immortals setup actually. A lot of people just like kind of round connector. It's kind of nice. But Immortals get off to a strong, solid start on the CT side, so their economy will be booming for the time being. And we see Deagles again, so. Not a complete force buy, but a heavy investment from the majority of players of TSM, so more close enough to a force buy. And the interesting thing for me is that Immortals could very well, I mean, they have the opportunity now to have a start like we saw from Godsent against Fnatic earlier today, which you know, they won the pistol round on the CT side, and then we saw Godsent just racking up rounds. I think they got to like 11-0 or something, or 12-0 before Fnatic actually got around on the board. So I have to see whether a similar fate lies in store for TSM. They have some skilled players, some very skilled players. Sick and Twistzz are very impressive lately. So we'll have to see if they can make a difference. But you have to put them in the position to make the difference.
Gauntlet run not working out. The bomb's in a forward position and still should clean this up. Indeed he will. SEMPHIS last man standing now. I mean, the pistol round is so curious for me that I do wonder what TSM are going to offer on the T side. I think they're just going to end up playing for picks the way that went, because they went for no grenades whatsoever and a play into the A site, which I think you could spend. I think that money is much better spent on one smoke than it is on a Deagle, giving someone Deagle armor. You could even drop, like, if you're going to do that, you could drop a Tech 9 and a P250, for example, or even just a Tech 9 and a smoke. I don't know. I think you have to have a smoke in that scenario. Because, I mean, one smoke on a pistol round can get you out of main into A. And even without the smoke, they had 4 people there, but nobody, you know, they were getting popped a bit towards Pop Dog, but there we go. It has come and gone now. SEMPHIS is AWP, no armor in the first round. I think every way you want to go with the AWP, you can get naded, pretty much. So this is an interesting one. Let's see if it works out. Ooh. Oh, he misses the shot as well. That's brutal. I mean, I guess in that position, he should mostly get smoked rather than anything else. But that is a that's very unfortunate for SEMPHIS, put it that way, and his team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, starting off your first proper buy round like this, it's rough. It's really rough. They're working from a 4 versus 5 disadvantage, and they have to find a way into the bomb sites. Hopefully without losing a man. How can they get through the choke points without losing a man? Probably not going to happen at this point. So they're going to have to pull out the massive individual plays. Ooh, the tagging onto Sick. That's nice. Small damage, but it all adds up. He was already fairly tagged, so down to half health now. And the response here from Immortals would be quite strong. They don't have any of their 2 AWPers there, though. felps is close by connector, but he's not in Lucas's position. He'll be rotating swiftly though, and all Lucas has to do is make sure that there is significant delay and that they can't get towards... Oh, never mind. I'm just going to stop what I was saying because it's all irrelevant now, James, because they're all dead.
2 AWPs on the CT side now, and they haven't dropped a single round yet. Henny hasn't died once either, neither has felps. So, Sick and FNS, in fact, haven't got any kills, and the players who do just have the 1 kill on the TSM side, so not a great start. We'll see if they can do anything against this. I mean, it's an eco round. We've got Twistzz with full armor and a Tech 9, and Sick with Kevlar Tech 9. But there's 1 flash on the T side, and this is a map where on a T side you have to have smokes. And the fact we haven't seen any smokes on the pistol round, any smokes in this round, to me feels like unpreparedness.
Lack of preparation is a deadly thing. How does the saying go? If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail. As
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, as my old boss used to tell me.
So it's true. It's very, very true, actually. So once again, Immortals cleaning house there as TSM tried to kind of bust their way into the A yard. But back into a buy again, TSM will be featuring an AWP on SEMPHIS once more. And perhaps he can help to make the difference here for the team. A team that still has 0 frags on Sick and FNS.
The thing about not having anything to offer on an eco round, they may not care and want to get into the spy round, but look at the money on the CT side. Even after the spy, they've got look at all that money. boltz has got 10k. He's got 2 kills and 10k. How does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty massive. It is definitely going to be quite the hurdle to overcome should TSM even start to win some rounds. SEMPHIS looking for the pick. He might get lucky actually, because Steel might go for a deeper angle. We'll have to see, because obviously right now Steel knows that he is covered from the AWPing angle where SEMPHIS is. Doesn't know if there's an AWPer there, but he knows that he doesn't have to complicate things by peeking. He has enough of an off angle as it is, and he'll likely get information just with the position that he has. And there's the info. Causes a bit of a rotation there. We see Lucas moving into position to support from connector towards, well, still in connector, but still there towards the B-bomb side. So change of setup for Immortals, but they're handling things fairly well. They've lost health on players, but the important thing is they haven't lost players, and time is starting to tick away.
TSM looking for picks. And there is a pick, and he has a look. But what are TSM going to do to capitalize on this? felps holding around the corner of a smoke, but surely his legs will be showing to anybody who looks his way towards main, so I do worry for him. He may have to back off into his own smoke, or we have good timing pushing through the smoke as it disappears. It will be the latter. Spray transfer coming in, damage done. But there we go, Lucas with his own spray transfer. Now things falling apart for both sides, 2 versus 2, and people need to find kills here. SEMPHIS almost killing his teammate there. That is not communication. Smoke down towards connector, but Lucas is still at the back, and he might have a surprise angle on SEMPHIS. There we go, delivering for his teammate, and as Steel walks through the smoke, SEMPHIS will finish him off as well. 3 kills for SEMPHIS, getting the opening frag as well, and TSM get their first round on the board.
Yeah, the thing there as well is that I do wonder about the peak. I forget which was the penultimate player that was alive.
First frag?
No.
Oh, last frag.
No.
Oh, through the smoke.
Second
Steel, I think.
from last frag, the penultimate one. Like, yeah, so Lucas, because there's 15 seconds left, you can wait for them to come and plant the bomb. And he was moving for the angles before that had happened. So that might be something to think about next time. Perhaps he had a read there. But either way, it's a 5 versus 4 for Immortals into the next round. And this is, the point that you brought up. The money for Immortals is out of control at the moment. So they're not going to be running out of buys, at least for the time being. Very needed pick back from SEMPHIS. And that's something that, SEMPHIS is going to be looking for when he's on the AWP. So I'll be curious to see how Immortals adjust to that in the future rounds. But I have to see, first of all, if TSM can play the 4 versus 4 advantage. They do have the utility to go for the set piece on A.
The biggest priority for Immortals in general is don't give SEMPHIS picks.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Their setup for TSM is to get picks for SEMPHIS. If they stop that from happening, then it's going to be very difficult for TSM to get rounds on the board. But indeed, SEMPHIS is being fed at the moment, and that is dangerous for Immortals. 40 seconds left. If Steel goes for a shoulder peek, he's probably going to die in this situation. There's the first kill for him. Can he get any more? Goes for the second. The smoke's down on the site. It's going to allow felps to get close. The bomb's been thrown down. Ooh, Sick may have a good position here. I don't think felps is going to expect... Oh, Sick, the timing is brutal. He could get 2. There we go. That is horrible for TSM. That's really unlucky for Sick. And now there are 12 seconds left, and he is going to probably lose this AWP.
Another interesting thing as well is that, I feel like we saw 2 individual plays there that could really have gone very wrong. Like, for example, we see Steel. He takes the... He's on a... I love the off angle that Steel had for the first frag there. I think that's an amazing off angle. And, how do you check for that unless you're very close to that player? And then he's always going to have, actually, the range advantage as far as the peak advantage goes. So it's a beautiful angle. And you can get information for your team because the players are walking down that ramp. So, but he goes for the first frag. And so it's kind of like a one-and-done situation. When he could probably get more than that or get the information, stay alive and flank. But he just peeks out and goes for the one and done. And that puts felps in a position where he has to make an individual play. He's probably not getting that timing every time. And so that could have been a round thrown away, potentially, I think, for Immortals. But felps is pretty good. So manages to find the timing.
Yeah, if Sick holds its position, that's GG. That's the round, pretty much.
Steel?
No, Sick, because he was on the other side of the smoke when felps pushed through the smoke. But he looked away just as felps came in.
Right, exactly. Yes. Absolutely, yeah. So it's an interesting thing to see how Steel played that position.
So I think Sick is eventually going to jump down the ramp and go for a peek towards connector. Well, SEMPHIS is going to be the battering ram, and no one's holding the angle. So TSM get a plant for absolutely free. Gratis plant coming in, but maybe Immortals are simply not concerned about that. Indeed. They just want to survive as many players as possible. Twistzz with the 1 kill, so that is great for Immortals. And they've had some more expensive rounds, and this is another opportunity for them to get that much more money into the bank once again.
Yeah, and I think that the AWP pickups that the bomb plant allows for TSM, it's not something that Immortals are overly concerned about, because I think adjusting for SEMPHIS in his pick style is something that they can adjust for, and maybe they'll just outright outpick him. They have the likes of Henny on the AWP, so that's a great possibility. So I like that they just try to keep their economy really strong. I think that's a really good choice by just allowing that plant to go down. And now in the 7-1 as well, TSM, they finally get that buyback, but problems could very likely ensue should they lose a man to Henny early on. If that happens, I don't like their chances in the round, as they'll have to rely upon the set piece really, and the entry and the fast entries as they burst out the choke points. And it feels like that's where we're going, even if there's no picks early on.
No AWP. So that's a strong advantage for Immortals, although Henny's grenade play may be a weakness. So smoke goes into main. Minute on the clock. I'm really curious to see how TSM will approach this. Of course, with somebody like SEMPHIS on your side, no warp's going to be an issue. It's a significant weakness. So it seems the approach is through Ivy. A lovely play. boltz completely blinds. And now we've got fast split into the site. There's nowhere for these CTs to hide. And he gets 1 frag, but it's a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for Immortals, but Steel has a good position, goes for the instant frag there, and that is FNS getting the trade. Henny in a position where he has to do a lot. But the bomb is down, and time is really a problem. He could save the round here. Doesn't get the no scope, can't even have time to pull the trigger. So another round picked up by TSM, but bank has been made by Immortals, although it doesn't look as good as it once did. However, a buy can still come in, although perhaps only one AWP for them, as maybe a drop is required. Double AWP comes in, and that leaves Steel with a FAMAS, and lacking utility on boltz and Lucas.
SEMPHIS back on the AWP as well makes them even, well, perhaps more dangerous if they give up the picks. But that was a really nice round from TSM. boltz was completely blind towards Ivy. Precautionary flashbang in, takes SEMPHIS off the angle, and felps is waiting. Oh, that should have been a kill, surely. Really unlucky for felps, and that may ward TSM off the main area. Indeed, SEMPHIS is rotating elsewhere for the time being. Nobody with an aggressive position towards B. TSM lucky not to be a man down at the moment, but yeah, I mean, that play in the last run was really solid from TSM. It worked to a T, worked perfectly.
Yeah, it looked like felps actually had that kill. I think he himself was convinced, like surprised when he pulled away. Wait, that wasn't a frag? And that is a blessing in disguise. And also, FNS going down to 1 HP, not actually just full out dying there. Another blessing in disguise. I say blessing in disguise. It's not. There's no disguise here. It is a blessing. It's just full stop. They're alive.
He can't even collide with his own grenades right now. Even that would kill him. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, there's not too much for him to do, except provide distraction, an extra person to fight, or rather to capitalize upon distraction. They are losing men though. They haven't managed to get that bomb onto the planted onto the bomb site just yet. FNS manages to catch Steel going down the ladder, actually having big impact in the round despite having 1 HP. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, Steel just walking down the ladder. There goes boltz as well. 2 AWPs remaining, 17 seconds. If the wrong person gets picked off, then that might be a problem. SEMPHIS has no idea what's going on there. Seems that there was some confusion, and now it's FNS of 1 HP. The funny thing is, he's 1 HP versus 2 AWPs. So this is entirely doable because they might not realize that he's down to 1 HP. They probably don't. So he can entirely clutch this round. Look at the information play. Oh, he did his best. Can't fault him for that one. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but he did well to survive that long.
And I really like that Henny picked up an AK there, because as you say, it really does factor out some of those potential problems. And I think it was Janko actually, maybe the other day, that said that if you got this situation with 2 CTs, do you want the AWP on the defuse and the guy covering with the AK? So that's a good example of that potential. Well, not exactly the situation he was talking about, but just the principle is something that is definitely somewhat optimal in a lot of spots. Either way, fast play from TSM into the B bomb site.
Still there with a mag 7, only good for the 1, and that's going to be a bomb plant again for TSM. And look at them, they're looking to push through to the other side of the B bomb site. They have so much time to play with because it's a fast play. Lucas with a UMP kill, boltz coming in as well. And now there's a man advantage for Immortals, but by no means is the round 1. FNS over towards the far end of the bomb site, and Relyks has made his way back to the T side of the bomb site. So they're not going to be able to help each other, but this clock is continuing to tick. All 3 players for the CT side have defuse kits. Oh, FNS playing the blind spots now. Can he get the second frag though, or just be a problem for the side? His teammate needs to survive because I don't think FNS has a angle on the site. The smoke's down as well. boltz, oh no, he didn't hold E. Oh, that's a disaster, he's jumping on, it's too late. boltz, please. Oh man. I mean, if he just ran forward holding E, surely he would have connected with the bomb. But he moved, I think he moved to his right to throw his grenade, and then that lost him the round. Surely.
Rip. Oh well, what are you going to do about it? Force buy! That's what you're going to do about it. Force buy. 8-2-3. Immortals can break TSM's economy if they manage to win this round, and with the equipment that they have on the map like Train, they absolutely have a good opportunity to do so. And Henny's going for a perhaps surprise play with that AWP, looking for a fast timing, of which there was none from TSM in this round at least, and he will reposition. His
forward Molotov, though, may suggest that CTs are deeper than they are. So he can leave Steel in a more passive position and rotate the AWP elsewhere. This is, I'm getting flashbacks of the first map, the first North American map we saw today, where there was that Deagle ace, you know, like a shock win that is statistically improbable, which gives the opposing force, like second wind, basically.
And felps was the guy that did it with the Deagle. Now he's going to look to do it with the UMP. One frag gets the bomb information. Down by Ali. boltz with a Deagle frag, and that's the bomb isolated there. boltz can sit on it. And,
Beautiful.
Lucas finds himself a nice one through the smoke. Picks up the AK, in for the engagement. Tagging SEMPHIS down to a mere 17 points of health. It's not a good look. SEMPHIS, he has no idea where these players are. Nice snap, though. Good reactions, fast reactions. Now just down against boltz. boltz can be absolutely anyways. Going back towards connector. Smart play from him. Knew the bomb was by Ali. And there's so many spots that SEMPHIS is thinking to clear around Ali. And I fear the route that SEMPHIS is taking is going to take way too long for him to actually get the bomb and plant it. I don't know if he even has time to get the bomb and plant now. He's looking for the kill only. Oh my goodness, and he makes it work with the kill. That is such a big play from SEMPHIS. He completely abandons picking up the bomb and goes for the frag.
Yeah, he committed to the kill and he made it, but...
I don't know about that though, because I think there's so many times that other players never facing until he hears the bomb plant.
Yeah, I think that took a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
That's 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
For TSM. And that's going to put Immortals on the eco. And then, I mean, this may make a wildly different score to what it would have been otherwise, just like on Nuke earlier on. So we'll see what TSM can do with this. Maybe they've been given a gift, but will they use it or will they squander it?
The thing with SEMPHIS as well, because of his positioning, I feel like, and also the fact that we said that you have to respect that a player like boltz is like never peeking unless he hears the bomb be planted. That SEMPHIS just didn't realize how much time there was. I think he must have miscalculated the time. I think that's more likely than him playing for the frag. No one plays for the frag in that situation, I don't think. Like in that specific scenario, I don't think you play for. I don't think you ever play for the frag.
I think it's that's one of those situations also that often happens where the player spends a lot of time quietly making his way towards the bomb, then doesn't have enough time to quietly find a plant. So, yeah, that turned into all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, Twistzz has been taken down early. boltz moving through the smoke, but 6 already there. Almost shoots his teammate in the head as well. TSM wired at the moment. Lucas trying to slow down their advance. There goes FNS. Again, madness. I would say variance, but all the frags are going for the CTs. So it seems they are prepared. SEMPHIS now. They have no idea where SEMPHIS is.
Yeah, TSM actually... I feel like they kind of almost squandered the position a little bit. And Immortals played it really well also. I mean, we'll see if SEMPHIS can clutch this. I don't know if it's really going to happen. He's not got the bomb. And 4 players now got spotted. But the thing is that all the players for TSM were stuck by hell, basically. They were all in one channel. And you can see that Immortals, they had all the other channels of the bomb site. And they were smoking down themselves so they could so they could keep the cover of themselves, and they could also have timings to move through the smoke, which we saw also work well. So TSM, they just didn't split the site correctly. I think if they did that, they probably would have won the round, but they were all bunched up.
Immortals back to winning ways. Last round of the first half, and you have to wonder if it would have been a 12-3 half for Immortals, but you can't wonder too long because that opportunity is gone. 2-man push through Ivy will take Sick out, and they'll see no one else is there. Can they get back to B fast enough? Still with an off angle. TSM completely unprepared for it, looking to go for a pre-fire further down. So that's a lovely angle by Steel. Will get traded though. And the man advantages though is still with the CTs. They have Molotovs, but no one in position to stop the bomb from going down.
And that bomb is freely ticking away peacefully. Immortals starting to press close. Relyks in a nice position there behind the smoke. Catches an unawares finesse. And that could be the space they need now because they've reclaimed the positioning by the bomb. And the CTs that are remaining are so far back that it will actually be a very tight retake now at this point. Relyks going in for the peek here. Smoke to pressure the bomb. To pressure Relyks into a more forward position. But he's just going to sit in the smoke. Very smart play from Relyks. Here's the bomb plant. Slash, slash. And... I was worried for a second that you can just keep slashing. But it will be the bomb detonation and the round 1 by TSM. An unlikely 6 towards the latter part of the first half.
Yeah, it's some messy round wins from TSM, but it gives them an opportunity to tie things up if they get a good pistol round. So we shall see what they can do.
I don't understand that. Like, by the time it takes to switch to the to the rifle, and then he like moves out the smoke, so he's like, and he then loses like the positioning of the player. Just there's no one.
You know what that is?
Just don't do this at home, guys.
It's a fear of being embarrassed by failing on stream. That's what that is.
On the knife, maybe.
That's what that is. Commit.
Yeah. Don't do it at home. It's not safe.
That was all yours, sir. Right then, we have the Immortals pistol round. They're going to have grenades, and boltz is going to get shot in the bum. Back up the stairs he goes, and back down again, and SEMPHIS gets wrecked. So, some utility from Immortals in a pistol round. I'm a fan of this, but can they close it out? They've got one frag, but just the one frag.
Yeah, these frags are coming really difficult for the CT side at the moment, but now trading backwards and forwards until TSM are at a disadvantage. FNS's position largely in completely unknown, in fact, especially with the help of the silencer, down to steal. And perhaps not the player you want in that position, but that's where he found himself for Immortals, and he was not able to do it. 9-7 as TSM win the all-important CT pistol round. And Immortals did win their pistol round, so you know it's a fair cop. To see whether or not there are any surprises lying in wait for the CT side. There is, I mean, this force buy. It's interesting that boltz buys an HE and not a smoke. I don't know. I mean, for me personally, if I have that choice in a round like this, I'm always getting the smoke, the second smoke, unless he, yeah. Is there a plan for the HE? I have no idea. I would be surprised if there was a plan for the HE.
Where is Mr. boltz? Oh, right in front of us. Hello, back in the room. Okay,
right.
Well, that HE's still in play.
I was so ready to sit and say, well, the HE's gone, but it's still there.
They just deployed it through a smoke at random. And I don't know that it did anything at all. And Immortals didn't do much of anything in that particular round, so...
Could have used an extra smoke, James. To help them get going through these choke points.
What team was it we saw? I mean, maybe it was... Oh no, it was the European... It was Godsent, who in that round just put some smokes down to get themselves some extra money, although there was no bomb plant in the pistol round, but either way, it was more of a force buy. But one that didn't really amount to much, whatever it was. So it's 1 P250, 1 flashbang in this round from the Immortals side, and TSM are going to wait around. SEMPHIS wants some money for his AWP, and he has done a good job of that. Oh, I thought it was HE. Lucas will be forced forward, and FNS is slowly coming to take a peek. Does he not see him? No, there he comes, and there he goes. There we go, 9-9 then. So indeed, TSM have evened the score up after winning the pistol, and now they have some great opportunity, especially while Immortals don't have any AWPs, although I would expect the Immortals T side to be more complete than TSM's. I feel like TSM's best round on the T side was when they didn't have any AWPs. And when they go to the AWP, it's like everything falls apart and they just want to play for picks in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, Immortals are a scary team when Henny's on point with the AWP and playing his picks. From that regard, perhaps there's similarities with TSM. That is a very, very brazen push.
That's dirty.
It works out lovely.
I like dirty.
Lovely. Lovely. So
He's
still,
dirty.
he gets the pop flash play in towards Ali. His presence is very known. TSM creating space for the T to come out the choke point so they can get the frags now. Immortals, they've set up, they've got a nice push across the yard here. They've got a lot of opportunity to potentially trade frag on Ali. Oh, but felps couldn't get across, and that means Steel it can't get a trade fragger into his push, and then it all falls apart.
Are you worried yet if you're an Immortals fan?
No.
No?
We've got plenty of time to still come back into this one. And in this round, in fact, look at Lucas. He's getting so much information. They have no idea he's here. That's an easy frag. Now there's some interesting situation. Oh, that's unfortunate. Henny, he had the call. He must. I mean, Lucas absolutely gives the information to Henny there. There's a player coming to him in that position. So Henny had the info, but he couldn't win the fight. If he wins the fight, this round couldn't be won by Immortals. But now it's pretty much over. Oh, unfortunate. Unlucky for Lucas not to get that frag.
Credit to Twistzz for his positioning. And again, TSM are enjoying the money situation that Immortals had on the first half. But again, they had those really weird round losses 2 in a row, and the Immortals may not be afforded that same opportunity. And if they're not, then I mean, you have to. Well, I have to favour TSM going forward in this one. We shall see. But again, it's going to come down to preparedness in the full buys as well. But,
I guess
one's already been lost by Immortals.
Maybe they're just. I guess they're just fans of the single smoke as well. This smoke. And that's the problem, is it leaves this connector angle open with the E-box. And also, like, it allows the CTs to see the players planting as well. So you don't get the guaranteed plants, or the somewhat guaranteed plants in this situation. They don't even get so much in the way of frags. Henny does get one right at the end to make it 2 in total, to keep the CT economy honest. But generally speaking, I would like to see a plant there.
I guess you could say you don't get the lower risk plant. Might be a good term for it.
Yeah.
Well then, we have an AWP onto Henny. But again, I mean, I don't feel like I've seen the hen one, or the hen rather. Maybe he's gone to hen now. I don't feel like I've seen the hen have those explosive plays that he was doing, say, a month ago.
Yeah, I'm tempted to agree with you a little bit, but obviously still enough to win at LAN. So it's obviously credit for that. boltz. Uh-oh. Twistzz could be in trouble if boltz goes for a bold peek. How bold is he, though? Relyks is looking now, so... Or is he? The timing could be a real interesting factor between these two players. Or these 3 players, in fact. Up the ladder he goes. boltz waiting patiently. Oh, they're both going to go across. boltz! He was definitely scratching his head, James. He was rubbing his eyes. He did not have his hand on the mouse.
The chimp scratch, or maybe he's looking at his radar, something. His eyes were anywhere but there. And again, these are problems for the Immortal side. Steel with 2 fast frags, though. Hello, Steel has brought it straight back for his team, but look where the bomb is. The bomb's on the B bomb site.
What is going on? What is going on right now? Complete madness. A descent into absolute chaos. As all of a sudden TSM have to work out what the hell's going on. Where is the bomb? I think they must have worked it out by now. They've got 2 players near the A-bomb train, so they know. But so much time has gone, has been wasted in this effort and just discovery. And now they've got to find the plant. It's the side plant. There it is. Very open plant. There is a smoke to get rid of that, but that is an interesting dilemma, because if you pop that, you're running out the smoke.
And the defuse, Lucas is going too slow. Oh, you waited for the Molotov. Oh yeah. Dear, that's a shame. But I mean, he
had a flash as well, by the way. So he, like, with his teammate going down, he can definitely smoke flash out of that.
Steel did so much work to make the round competitive again, as well. But I mean, Immortals, they're losing too many rounds now. It's that simple. They're losing too many rounds. Look at the money. You can see yourselves on the TSM side. That's a problem.
Honestly, didn't peg TSM for this map ever, actually, personally.
I think it's just I mean, with the fashion they won those 2 rounds and broke the money of Immortals to get 6 rounds on the board on their T half. Like, you can't plan for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is much like the nuke situation with Luminosity, where Luminosity looked like the much better nuke team, but then they get the money broken at the wrong spots because of really awesome individual play you can never account for from Immortals. But yeah, it's the thing is, though, I feel like Immortals aren't as structured as a team as Luminosity are trying to be. They're not as strategical and tactical as a team as Luminosity are trying to be. So they don't have that base to work from to achieve a greater consistency, because that's the best way to be consistent. But anyway, fast play is the response from Immortals, and they do find the first entries.
So it looks like they're going to play TSM at their own game. So far, so good. boltz with 2 kills now, taking a leaf out of Steel's book. And it could be complete wipeout for TSM here. Relyks in a position to, ooh, never mind, traded immediately, leaving Twistzz alone. Do they know that he is the position he plays on the map? If so, they should have a rough idea of where he's coming from. So I do wonder what Twistzz will do in this situation, because he's got $9,400 in the bank. So even if he kills 1 player and dies, that's probably favorable for his team. in this situation. Just double checking the money. Actually, no, it's not, because SEMPHIS has 1,500, Relyks 35, and Sick with 500. I was expecting more on the CT side. I don't know what's happened to their money, but it's. I mean, Twistzz needs to save this gun, although that's some pretty good damage. But it seems his priority is to take these plays with him. He's got $10,000 in the bank now, and he's picked up an AWP, so he's done a great job. He's done a very good job.
That's how I save guns, James. I just go out and kill everyone. Best form of defense is a good offense, or something like that. Anyway, 12-10, and Immortals back on the big buy. Henny, can he find himself a pick? Because that's not really been a feature of Immortals T-side so far.
Yeah, he has not been... I mean, he's got 1 kill in this half.
Really?
He's got 1 kill, yeah.
You what, mate? You mugging me off, James?
Well, I think he's got about 1 kill. The statistics are not really matching up with the scoreboard properly, but he has around 1 kill, maybe 2.
Oh my god. SEMPHIS, you are an absolute madman. Someone slap him in a straight jacket. That guy needs to be committed. That push was heinous. Weird situation for TSM. Bombs just hanging around E-box at the moment. The A bomb site vacated entirely. FNS is all the way by alley as well. And TSM just wait for the plant to come in. This is a fantastic position. Surely Lucas gets his frag almost every time. There it is. Easy. Easy does it. Looking somewhat, I don't want to say guaranteed, but heavily advantaged. But the element of surprise, you can never count it out. FNS will have that as well. Do they know where he is? Steel's looking for it. Steel picks it up. A much better half from Steel, and also a much better Steel than we saw, I think, on the first couple maps of Immortals today, which is always nice to see. Having a great few rounds with some very impactful multi-kills. CZ for the CT side of TSM. This should be the round for Immortals, but CZs are a very strong pistol, especially with all the cover that is offered to you on a bomb site like the A bomb site. That said, that's not really where the pistols are going to be playing from, so nice play into the A bomb site here from Immortals. Don't have to worry about the flank, but they've all set up. They've set up to deal with it. They should be fine going into this.
Ooh, they're kind of surrounded, the Immortals, from TSM with nothing but CZs. This is actually very, very scary. They have a CZ net around them. Felps taking down the Ivy player. Now there goes Relyks as well. So far, so good. Immortals catching up with TSM. I mean, this is precarious for the Brazilians at the moment. Even in this current situation, 3 of them are heavily tagged, but that's a very awkward angle, as we have seen this week, the ladder one. Very awkward angle where it seems in most cases the bottom guy can see the top guy. And the top guy can't necessarily see the bottom guy. Sick, walking into the site casually. No defuse kit for him, though. But they were waiting for him, so... Nothing stolen. Something ventured, nothing gained for TSM in this round. 12-12. Who do you fancy now?
I think they did gain something. I think they gained despair. Because Immortals are bringing this back at the moment. They have actually taken economic control. Lucas has 10k in the bank, in fact. And so Immortals are really in a prime position to break TSM and put it through all the way. And you can see that they've made the adjustments into faster plays into Yard. This is where they're finding results. Results are coming, and they continue to bring the brunt of their offense onto that A bomb site, and everyone's been wiped out. Just Relyks left in the smoke, but his cover will be diminishing very shortly as he moves out of it, in fact, to find himself some kills. First frag made. Nice element of surprise, but that's now gone. And he's got 2 players left to find. Knows one is by E-box. looking for the next one. So, boltz. I thought boltz was down there, but survives on 5 HP. So 13 to 12. The bank of TSM has finally been broken. One save for them.
Yeah, this is getting to crunch time now. But again, the CZs and the Kevlar, these CZs, 3 of them, 5-7 as well, very, very dangerous. So this is on a map like Train. Maybe the Anarchy can work in TSM's favor. Everybody in the A-bomb site, and they may overwhelm Henny here. He's got support from felps though, but they keep on coming, and they need players from Popdog to hold this down. Henny needs to get out of there. It's quite simply needs to get out of there.
They just have to go together now. They just have to avoid any weird situations. No, they don't have to go. What was that flick from Sick?
Why is he still there?
I think that was like a 90-degree snap. I think from Sick right there. It would be nice to see that shot. It looks like it would have been quite sick from his pov. Didn't even mean to. Oh, it's just so annoying. Why is his name Sick James? He's just implanting us with suggestions.
Suggestions of what? Did you make a bad joke? Because
I just said what he did was sick.
Oh, I didn't register.
So
Henny's given up to AWP. I don't know why he stood his ground so long.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you got the first kill, you got some information. You can go together now and not all die. That would be great.
So that AWP is a beacon of hope. I wonder. I think that bug is still in the game, where if you mess around with a taser, then you can fire lightning out of an AWP, which is pretty cool. Actually impacted the value of AWP lightnings for a while.
Not too surprising. It's pretty cool though.
That is a cool bug, all things considered.
So we see a fast play again, kind of faking that they're going to go A-yard like they've been doing all over the place. And they send one man there who is actually going to be Steel. And he actually makes himself a quick kill. So to begin with, sort of selling it. But now they realize what's going on. The bomb's going down to B. They're still lurking around A-yard. FNS comes in on the flank. Is anyone going to be watching for this flank? Does anybody know about this? FNS could save the round. Here he goes. Round the corner. Oh, God, the timing.
It's
nice try.
Not his day with the round-winning plays. It's been 180 twice now. So, SEMPHIS, can you hold on to your AWP, sir? boltz is going to be creeping. Oh, that's a lovely grenade.
That's quite funny. Oh. boltz finds SEMPHIS. He denies him the AWP. No AWP for you, Mr. SEMPHIS. It has been confiscated like it's a shiny toy by the teacher.
Why does it have to be shiny?
Well, it's a new shiny toy. That's why it's irresistibly, you know, he's playing with it when he shouldn't be, because it's shiny and new.
What if it's Mass Effect? A Mass Effect toy?
4 versus 5. SEMPHIS picks up the first kill onto Hen, and
the hen.
He's just great. I'm just more confused now. There's now a third option. So SEMPHIS looking for. Oh my God! How does that not connect? Nice flash comes in, and the frags start to come in as well. Steel pushing the smoke. Snap as well. This is not going well for TSM.
Indeed, it isn't. 2 players left. FNS on the site. Oh, finally gets the frag, but he's left with 1 HP again. This time he's not going to make the do anything extra for his team. 6 now, 1 versus 2. The bomb is in a. Ooh, hello. And he goes straight back towards the A site as well. Does he know where the bomb is? Perhaps over towards main at the moment. Lucas is on his way there. Lucas still has time to clutch this round. Sick seems just going to chill out in connector and see what happens. Oh, actually, you know, there's no way he would have seen that bomb, I don't think, from that position. I do wonder now if Sick will allow the bomb to go down. If Lucas chooses to plant it on the left side of this train. I mean, he can put some nades towards connector as well. Oh dear, Sick doesn't make it, and he won't make it at all. That's really unfortunate for him. 16 to 12. I mean, look at that number of rounds at the beginning of the second half for TSM. Lots of rounds for them, racking them up. Looked very scary for Immortals, but in the end, TSM did not take it over the line.
They figured out that if we rush A, we will win. We will win, and that's the post game. So I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's going to be a short break before Mirage begins, as the teams have requested a short break. So we're going to go with a Dan versus James video, and we'll be back after that with Mirage. See you back here soon.